Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you watch this channel. Now when CS Mbadi was appointed as the CS for finance, Mbadi was very jovial and enthusiastic and knew that when he gets to that docket, he was going to deliver things according to his expectations.
I promised you when you appointed me that you did not appoint a conman. We will not con Kenyans. We will speak to Kenyans. Where Kenyans feel we need to change, we will change.
Now, that is why you find that during the vetting, Mbadi gave some very, very promising statements there, which Kenyans listen to and say that if at all that is what Mbadi is going to do when at Treasury, things are going to be better. Now, we've realized that lately Mbadi has been shifting away from his initial stance. That can tell you something. That is not him making decisions at the Treasury. Now, talking about not him making decisions, there is a drama here that has unfolded, because word has it that Mbadi had ensured that 2 government officials were fired, but in a twist of events, these same government officials were reappointed. And story has it that there was order from above. What does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Do you think Mbadi has powers at the Treasury, ama yeye ametumiwa pale tu kama puppet to quell tension, lakini vitu ziendelee? Based on this story that is coming out here, it says that 2 senior government officials who were unceremoniously sacked by Chief of Staff Felix Mbadi found themselves back at their desks just hours later. The dramatic episode, which has left tongues wagging in the corridors of power, unfolded on Friday when the officials received a termination letter citing alleged misconduct. Their dismissal was widely publicized, sparking heated debates on social media about the government's handling of internal disputes. But then these 2 officials were returned back because of order from above. So I want us to go extensively into this story, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get further on this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, please like this video. It's so important if you like this video, because that is the only YouTube shares our content. Subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Mbadi cannot believe his eyes, what he's seeing, because if at all this is what is happening, and if at all he really orchestrated the removal of 2 gentlemen through his chief of staff, and then these people get reinstated because of order from above, it can only mean one thing, that Mbadi hana nguvu pale kwa treasury. But that's what was expected. I remember during the grilling, there was a question that was asked to the CS nominee back then, Mbadi. And Mbadi was asked whether when he gets to Treasury, or when he finally becomes sworn in and takes over the finance docket, the question was he going to adjust to the culture of what is happening there, people who are pro-IMF, or was he going to maintain by his principle, his policies, and make sure that Kenya actually moves forward in a way whereby citizens are happy? But the response from Mbadi was that he is a man of principles, and that is guided by his principles, and that his promise is that he will deliver without being coerced. But what we are seeing, if this statement is true, and if this is coming from the ministry, that 2 people, he made sure that 2 people are removed, but then someone overturned it, it means that Mbadi hana nguvu. Hana nguvu pale kwa treasury, ikiwa hili ndio story ambayo inakujia hapa. Yeah? Hana nguvu kwa treasury, maybe yeye pale tu kupunguza pressure, you know? If you look at this article here, it says from the Kenyans.co.ke, says 2 government officials fired by CS Mbadi re-employed immediately. Mbadi hana nguvu. maybe it's this narrative that has always been pushed around that the president controls all the ministries. He has total control over the ministries. Maybe your narrative is true. Maybe that's what's happening. That hata kama wewe ni CS and you're mandated by law to be the person heading that docket, meaning there are decisions which you can make. If you can't make certain critical decisions like he, because most likely these two individuals labda walikuwa wamefanya kazi yao vibaya, and maybe because Mbadi is the CEO of that department, realizing that the best thing to do here maybe ni kufutwa, but then amewafuta wakakuwa re-employed. What does that tell you? If you ask me, this is what I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen. If that happens in any company, let's assume in any company you have been given a mandate of, maybe you are the MD, let's say you are the MD, then you decide to fire someone through, of course, the HR department because of incompetency or because of other issues. Then someone else reinstates that person. Do you think this person will respect you? Let's just be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think that person will respect you? Because now this is where the problem is. Mbadi can't make such kind of decisions. If he tries to make such kind of decisions, the decisions become overturned. Probably this is why the former finance CS, Professor Njuguna Ndung'u, there's something he mentioned, and he said he had documented them in the book that he actually handed over to CS Mbadi. And from my understanding, it was as if Njuguna Ndung'u was trying to tell Mbadi kwamba as much as you want to do the right thing, hautaweza kufanya the right thing because there are other forces which are controlling this department. It's not you. The law requires that CS Mbadi be the CEO, can make a very tough decisions. Like for example, for this case of firing, probably maybe Mbadi could have looked at these two individuals, akaona kwamba these are not people fit kwa team, maybe because of some disobedience, maybe there are other factors which mean they are totally incompetent. So it's the best solution to them is to have them kicked out. So if Mbadi tries to do that, then someone from a high authority comes and reinstates them, it means that all other staffs pale hawatamsikiza Mbadi hile kihaki. Most likely what they will be doing, they will be responding to the high authority, but not the boss there who is Mbadi. I think firing and hiring of those staffs, nafikiri Mbadi ako na mamlaka. I have not checked the law well, but I think Mbadi ako na mamlaka, na kama hii chief of staff alikuwa amekuauthorize hii ifanyike, ilikuwa ni the government ya uphold tu hiyo, isiingilie sana kwa haya mambo kama haya, because now if that two individuals were not competent, then you will force them back, and then the minister does not deliver. Who are you going to blame? Of course, the person you're going to blame is the CS. But the CS is telling you that the people you are retaining or you are reinstating are not adding value to this ministry. So what else? So ladies and gentlemen, personally naona kama Mbadi hana nguvu pale kwa ministry. Yeye ni mtu tu amekuwa pale kama kuzuia tu pressure. It's okay because you know pressure iko inatokea sana kwa serikali, na ndio maana unaona kwamba watu kama UDA ikabidi kufuata watu kama kina Mbadi ambao walikuwa very tough, very vocal, Opiyo Wandayi, yeah. Hili wakishawafuata then hawa watu watakuwa hawezi kunguruma sana vile kuna nguruma kwa opposition. So wamewekwa pale, lakini at the end of the day, despite the fact that wamewekwa pale, there is nothing they can do but attend meetings. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to rest my case there, but just go below in the comment section and you can offer reaction. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.